And hello there, this is I am Mark III, and welcome back to my factory of Factorio, where I am still laying conveyors and building mines. Because I need to do that. I know it's boring, but, you know, needs must, and this is a casual play, so I'm still going to keep doing that. Yeah, I know it sucks, but hey, whatever. Gotta do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines total? Okay. But yeah, I think I'm going to just, for my continuing conversation and commentary, if you can call it that, I'm just going to continue with talking about Battlefleet Gothic. Because I've not really mentioned it much at all, I don't think. Oops. Oh, I've not mentioned it that much at all, but it is a game which I am actually quite interested in. I've been enjoying my time with the beta testing of it, and I don't know which race I like more. Because I worked out, I do believe I've actually mentioned this, but I worked out a fleet for Chaos, focused as boarding specialist, which worked pretty well. It's focused on the idea of boarding using all fighters, kind of thing. Sure, it can use lightning strikes and things like that, but it's an entirely Khorne-based light cruiser fleet, effectively. Throwing lots of fighters and Khorne demonic insertions and things like that. And I've actually been playing it in multiplayer, and it makes my enemies run away like pansies. Or should I say, godless heathens, or some such. I don't know, something inspired by the Chaos side of the lore. Like, no, Heretics is the Imperial side of things. I'm not sure. What would the Chaos gods say? Like, well, I suppose a hunting analogy would be better, I suppose. Like the weak-minded sheep of the false emperor. Yeah. They run away like the weak-minded sheep of the false emperor. That fits fairly well, because they do just run away. And that's because that particular fleet layout, it cripples the engines, it blows up the guns, it leaves effectively nothing for them to defend against me with. So they go, hell with this, I can't defeat this guy, I'm going to try and warp my ships out and run away. And all credit to them, that is actually the correct attitude to take. Because running away is the only way to escape it. And unfortunately it actually works quite well. Because I have to switch to bombing runs usually to try and kill the ship before it can warp out, and because it's all focused on crippling modules and things, can't do it. I've only got bombers, and I've only got light macro batteries and things like that, so nothing extensive which can do a load of damage quickly. So they tend to do it. Their ships run away, usually crippled, usually badly damaged, but they still get away, which is kind of galling really, especially for a Khorne berserker. Blood for the blood god, you don't want your enemies to get away from you. Not at all. But they do it, so oh well, sucks to be them. I tried to adapt to the Orky way of things, like, because they're boarding specialists, they get extra power, they've got, their troops are as good as my flipping Khorne demons and things on my specialised ships, which is kind of annoying. And, you know, they've got boarding torpedoes, which is, hey, free boarding actions, go for it. You're stuffing your Gretchens out into basically canisters and then shooting them straight into the enemy, and you don't care if they live or die, because if they miss they're just left drifting in space. But hey, you know, you're Orks. It doesn't matter at all. But honestly, the Orks are so big and clunky, and I do prefer a more manoeuvrable ship, even if they are so flipping tough. they can survive so much. They've got lots of armour, lots of hull. Their shields are actually pretty kind of pathetic, I must be honest. But that can't be helped. But I don't like the Orks as a boarding specialist. Not really. I like the way that my Chaos Fleet does it. Charge in, charge out, be extremely manoeuvrable and hard to pin down. That kind of thing. I'm going to have to start tearing up this entire line. There's no way around that. Which means I'm going to have to start bleeding it as well. Did I put a storage up here? I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay. Just making sure of that. But yeah, I tried to go with the Orks for boarding craft, and sure, you can get more fighters out of them, because, you know, the custom weapon systems they've got. Their cruisers, you can mount a double set of... What? Oh, that area is still... I need to put some defences up there. I really do need to put up some defences. Because they keep going in there and scuppering my copper supply line. Oh well, that's actually a pretty tough bunch of them here. Hey, it's another mine I need to build. So, you know, hurrah and all that. They are definitely breaching through here because I'm not getting any warnings going off. So, I'll just quickly build some defences. 1, 2, 1, 1, like this. I'll just defend this bit. Sure, my ammo production isn't great, but it'll be enough to actually get this place started, I suppose. Five guns, I need 5 of those. Yep. Yeah, I tried the Orks. Their boarding torpedoes are pretty nice, though they... I'm not too good with torpedoes, to be honest. I prefer to have automatic abilities. That's why I set my boarding actions, or in the case of my Chaos Fleet, my demonic strikes, to automatic. And then I guide them and my strike craft by controlling the priority targeting modes for the various ships involved. So if I have a ship that's particularly dangerous to me, I will mark it as a higher priority target, and then if my ships are in range, they will automatically just fire off on that ship and board that ship. And I prioritise weapons as well, so they'll blow its weapons to hell. It's like, haha, you've not got any weapons left, kind of thing. And that's usually when they chicken out and run away from my Chaos Fleet. The Orks, though, I am charging right into their midst, actually. And it is not the best place to be. Am I out of mines? I am. I'm out of mines, I think. It's not the best place to be. It really is not. Combat robotics. I need to find... Oh, electric engine. Okay. That's the chain to get my repair bots up. They run away because I cripple all their guns first, so that they're not opposed to my fragile Chaos-like cruisers, which are incredibly fragile. At least until you see the Eldar ships. Then you know what fragile is, because the Eldar ships are actually a lot more fragile than the Chaos Fleets, though they survive a lot better as well, I've noticed. But the Ork ones, I'm sending them charging in. I can fit the cruisers with, you know, multiple fighter bays, which is something the other races can't actually match. But they just don't. They don't spin around. They don't go, "Hey, look at me! I am super fast, super fly. I can survive anything that you throw at me," kind of deal. Because they are lumbering hulks of scrap metal. When playing the Orks, I've actually found that I do like them, but not as a boarding ship, which is actually their racial specialty. Which is kind of odd. No, no. I like the Orks as a kind of Dakka 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 race. You know, guns. Lots of guns. More guns, heavy guns, all the guns. Which is, again, a very Orky thing to do, so I don't actually feel bad about it. Though, what this does is it actually makes their ships cheap to field as well. I've got to admit to that. It makes the ships very cheap to field because I actually tear the light cruiser... Sorry, their light torpedo launchers off their light cruisers. It's like, hey, why would you do that? You lose your free boarding and stuff. Well, I do it because I'm putting a heavy cannon on the nose. But then you say, why a heavy cannon? It's only got 3 kilometer range. Nope, because if you're going to go Dakka with them, you want to get the cannon range upgrade. 6 kilometers, heavy cannons, heavy shells, boom. Haha. Seriously, that can ruin anyone's day if it penetrates the void shield. It does so much basic damage. And then you want to focus on getting upgrades to, you know, since you're lumbering hulks and you're heavily armoured, you want to be charging in anyway. On the cruisers, you want to get side-mounting cannons and basic guns on your nose. So again, you're stripping off all your basic torpedoes and things. That can't be helped. But you're getting so much raw firepower. An Ork fleet fitted out like this, it just charges in, guns blazing in every single direction. It is such an Orky thing to do. And it is also an incredibly effective thing to do, because, let's be honest, lots and lots of guns. The Orks can field so many guns on such durable hulls, and then they go ploughing into the side of an enemy ship with their crazy ramming. It really is nuts. There's things I've seen my Orks do. And it's all in the name of more Dakka. I love those guys as a kind of Dakka fleet, which is, I suppose, what you could call it. They're just so... They don't need any management, really. It's just they go in, guns firing everywhere. All the lovely loud cannon noises and stuff. And they tear enemy ships to scrap, effectively. There's no finesse to it, it's just a raw, bloody brawl. And that's all there is to it. Ooh, power. Hooray, I've got copper, again. That's already powered as well, so I don't need to worry about it. I just need to connect it. Okay. I know it's not... it's ignoring the racial strength of the Orks, but hey, it works. That's the thing about it. It works. And it feels right. The Orks do this kind of thing all the time, so why shouldn't I do it in a game where I get to use Ork ships? You know, more guns. And the best thing about it is that people don't seem to have a ready response to it. I mean, the Imperials try to take me on, head on. It's going, hey, you're going nose to nose with me. Well, I've got news for you, mate. I've got tough armour as well, and I've got more guns than you. And I've got rapid fire guns and incredibly powerful heavy guns which just shred your escorts, and they just don't have a... Oh, I'm being attacked over there? How odd. Okay, I think I need to upgrade my filter system, if that's the way it's going. But they don't have a decent answer for it. Sure, they can try to bombard me, but... what is going on? Oh, it's a spitter. Okay. Yeah, die. Thank you. Have my guns up there been doing anything? I left a hole up there deliberately to entice things. Yeah, they're loaded, so that bit's protected. But yeah, this Ork fleet just charges in. It shoots anything that moves, basically, except its own ships. I've lost a turret. I still need to do regular maintenance runs, I've noticed. It's kind of irritating. But I've also got this, I did this while between episodes. I've got this little thing here peeling off some of the steel production. I'm just going to let that top up my ammo supplies now. I don't need more for the moment. But yeah, the Orks just charge in and they smash literally everything to pieces. They've got heavy armour, lots of hull. So charge in. Let them go between the enemy ships. Normally you don't want to do that, since you're getting hit on all sides, but the Orks are blasting on all sides as well, so they don't care. They just put shells into everything. It's like, It's like a warg, really, I suppose. And then, to top it all off, I actually prefer to give this particular fleet loadout the Bad Moons affinity. I know it's a slightly odd one, because, you know, the Bad Moons are actually focused more on assault-oriented stuff. At least they get the heavy teleporter, which actually gives some needed assault options to this particular fleet loadout. I'm going to drop those damage belts in there as well. And those... Yep. So that actually makes this fleet a bit more versatile, but the main reason for it is actually because it gives you, you know, that extra upgrade slot for your fleet. It's like an extra upgrade slot. That means I can do an extra upgrade on my precious macro cannons, or rather guns and heavy cannons. And they do need them. They do need them if you want to get the most out of a purely Dakka-focused Ork fleet. There's no way around it, really. But it does help a lot. Having an extra upgrade as soon as you can install that. Oh, I've cut power completely to the entire base. Whoops. There we go. All plugged in again. Oh, there's another section being breached down. What? How's my pollution level? Low. I need to get more filters around. I'm still getting a ton of pollution. Didn't I build some stuff? Yeah. But yeah, that's basically how I've built my Dakka Ork fleet, and it's pretty effective. Mainly because people don't seem to know what to do with it. The Orks are in the middle of them, and it's like, what do I do? Panic. Kind of deal. They can try to ram me, but I just laugh at them and turn into it, and then hit them in the face with a heavy cannon while they get close. So, you know. Those silly, silly Orks. Silly Imperials, silly everything, and I'm being attacked over there again. Arrgh. That tears it. I do need more air filters and things. I need to build some air filter machines. How much are those? Okay, I'll just build those then. Though over here it's just like the odd one, apparently. Oh. Yeah, I'm getting the odd single ones just wandering up here trying to get through my base and failing. I'm not sure where they're coming from, but I'm getting lots of enemies up there. That's kind of worrying. But yeah, I've just spent this entire episode babbling about orcs, haven't I? I must admit, that wasn't the plan when I was getting started. But hey, it gives me something steady to talk about. I'm talking about gaming, and I'm talking about stuff that I've been enjoying doing and kind of blowing the hell out of everyone. So, you know, I guess it fits the entire this is a casual play kind of theme, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll say it does, just for the heck of it, because, hey, my series, my recordings, my rules. Sorry, that's kind of how it's been going, and it's how I need it to be, because I am honestly short of confidence at the moment. But yeah, this is Iron Mark III. Thanks for listening to me babbling about Battlefleet Gothic, which again was not my intended purpose. Has something blown up? Oh, they're in the copper fields again. But yeah, this is Iron Mark III. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. See you later. What the heck's going on over here? Oh, everything's going for the copper, are they? Fine. Fair enough.